Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie. Today I have another Black Friday belated sneak peek unboxing to share with you from Diamond Art Club. Thanks to Diamond Art Club for sending this over. I today have 13th Hour by Yuumei Art to share with you, and there is something about this artwork that is just so captivating. I cannot wait to get a closer look at this one and see what kinds of special drills Diamond Art Club has put in here, what the rendering looks like. I love this piece. There's something about it. It's one of my favorites of their Black Friday drops easily. And I do believe that this is currently sold out. I am so sorry, you guys, that I didn't have this one for you ahead of time. There were some shipping delays at the warehouse. It is what it is. What I will suggest to you is if you watch this unboxing and decide, hey, I really want to try to get my hands on this kit, I will have it linked directly below, and if it's out of stock, you can sign up for a back in stock notification email. I actually regularly recommend doing that if this is a must-have for you, along with adding it to your wish list, because I believe Diamond Art Club may take those kinds of numbers into account when they're figuring out their restock plans. Just something worth taking into consideration. But enough chatter. Let's talk about this kit. Now, if you're newer to this company, I'm going to give you an overview of the features and what they include. If you're not new to this company, you can skip ahead to the parts you're here for. Now, this is going to be a bigger kit, 65 by 88.9 centimeters, hopefully going to get us a nice amount of detail. It's going to have square drills, which should also help with that level of detail. We're also a pretty colorful kit, 91 colors, including 3 ABs and 5 fairy dust, around 93,000 diamonds in total in this one. There's some how-tos on the back. I'll also have some beginner videos linked below, including a diamond painting 101 video that you can take a look at. And then kit contents, we're going to go over all of that. And they do put the name and artwork for the kit at the bottom of the box just for organizational purposes. I find it to be pretty handy, actually. Now, if you're brand new to Diamond Art Club and thinking of making your very first purchase, maybe missed out on Black Friday sales, I do have a 20% off code you can use. That's just my name, Katie, Katie, and the number 20. It's an affiliate code, so I may make a small commission if you choose to use it, but as always, there's no pressure. By the way, this does feature one of Diamond Art Club's recently changed boxes where now they have this is actually a separate sleeve part that they put over the top of the rest of the box. When I go to open up my kit, if I know I'm not going to work on it right away, I try to just slice it at the top like you saw, and the plastic wrap is really going to help keep that sleeve where it is instead of having it sliding all over the place when I go to like stack it with my other diamond paintings. So that's just a suggestion I'd have if you're running into the same issue. All right, toolkit. Let's take a quick look again for those of you that are newer to the company, see what Diamond Art Club typically includes, which in my opinion, it does have some nice upgrades from your standard fare. Don't mind my pets always decide that they're going to lose their minds when I start recording. We have a twist and pick pen. This has a little bit more to it than your standard basic thin pink pen. It's thicker. It's got kind of a shape to it, so it's more ergonomic. It also comes preloaded with a clear wax that if you give this a twist, then the wax will actually start coming out the end there. If you happen to run out of what's already in there, they give you some extra, maybe a whole little plate of the clear wax. They also give you one of their pink heart waxes if you prefer that. There's a thin plastic film on there you just want to make sure you take off before you try to load up your pen. On the other end, they put a 4-placer and they include a 7-placer if you want to try your hand at multi-placing. This does come out, of course. You sometimes got to give it a little twist, I feel like. And it does fit the metal placers that they sell on the website as well if you prefer. Just make sure you get the ones that are push-in and not twist-in. You get a bag of baggies for some leftover diamonds, and then my favorite of their toolkit upgrades has got to be the tray. I like to multi-place, and so being able to pour plenty of diamonds into here and use my 12-placer is a must. It also has higher walls, removable stopper, sliding lid. It's just a really, really nice upgrade to your standard tray. There's also cutouts in the top and bottom, so you can stack these and they kind of nest together almost if you wanted to go that route with your diamonds. Okay, let's see what treasure quest card we have and see what else is in here. Bronze, I'm telling you, on a bronze streak lately. I'll explain. Treasure Quest cards, they are, well, for one, a pretty collectible and also part of a secondary rewards program. There's going to be a scratch off code on the back and various ranks of cards that you can get. So even though I got a bronze with this kit, does not necessarily mean that you are going to get a bronze. It's random. There's also silver, gold, and black, with black being the rarest. By far the most cards you're going to get are going to be bronze. But yes, you can scratch this off. There's a redemption code there. And once you get various combinations of these cards, you can redeem them for things like gift cards or even a custom diamond painting, which I have recently done. That'll be linked below too. On the inside of this envelope, there's some handy info and tips. I just wanted to point out they have a VIP Facebook group, which you can join once you made your first purchase. It's a handy resource. Then we have QR codes that'll take you to their mobile app, which is also a handy resource, and you do get 20% off your first app purchase as well. And then there's the original artwork. These are all actually individual stickers. I'm going to use this in my paper logbook once I start working on a kit. These are stickers too. And then a set of pre-cut sticker labels if you want to use these when you go to kit up your diamonds, put them into storage containers or baggies. That sticker shifted a little bit. No harm done. They still look like they're fine. But anyway, the code you see in the right-hand column is going to be the DMC code. It comes from the DMC brand of floss. Like in cross stitch, most diamond painting companies use this color code system. Diamond Art Club puts their special drills at the end. So we're going to have our fairy dust diamonds that start with Z. Our ABs start with AB. I also just wanted to very briefly point out the 6000s range colors, which we have several in this kit. Those are colors that Diamond Art Club has actually created to fill gaps in the DMC color code system. Since Diamond Art Club makes all their diamonds in-house, they can do stuff like that, which is handy because it just lets them match the original artwork that much more closely. So let's take a look. Are we in frame? We are, just barely. Okay. What is it about this artwork? I just think it is riveting. Oh my gosh, I love it. Part of it is that we just don't have enough diamond paintings that the subject is a man. Like really, the vast majority of paintings that we have, the subjects are women, which is fine. But like this and cats, I know, you guys, I know. I saw you guys in the comments of the social media preview and in the VIP group. This cat's, yeah, that's cracking me up too. It's not quite as obvious, just the printing on the canvas. The render was really funny though. Anyway, this is 13th Hour. This is, what is it? It's like steampunk plus creative artsy vibes, and there's some color to it. I am so digging this painting. This is so freaking cool. Okay, let's talk features. What are Diamond Art Club kits like? So they're canvas material. I generally really do like diamond painting on their canvases. They have a nice thickness and weight to them. The back is really soft, which is just a nice bonus. More importantly, they lay flat well. They hold drills well. I don't have any complaints. They have a thick plastic cover here. They put poured glue on their canvases that is pretty sticky. And the cover actually has these perforated, kind of sectioned off sections here. So if you like working in predetermined areas like that and having that available to you, you can make use of that. You just give it a little tug where the lines and the perforations are, and it'll split right there. And the lines just help you see where the edges of those sections are. We have legends, both on the top left and the bottom right, but you've got 91 colors in this kit. I gotta suggest making use of the stickers that they've included. It will really save you a lot of time and headache, I think. Here we have a thumbnail, title, size, copyright. I want to always point this out because this means this piece is legally licensed. Diamond Art Club has the permission of Yuumei Art to use this as a diamond painting and is also compensating them as well. This is the case with all of their pieces, and I'm all about trying to support companies that are compensating artists for their work. Here we have their socials and another discount code, and your kit comes with a lifetime warranty. As long as you're the original owner and purchaser of your kit, you're covered under that lifetime warranty, which does include things like if you were to run out of a drill color or have any other issues with your kit, you can contact customer support and they'll take you from there. This is so colorful. Oops, I just really bumped that hard. Sorry about that, you guys. Big canvas. I'm a little unwieldy here. Very, very colorful down here, and a good amount of confetti, I would say. Confetti is where you have a lot of color changes in a small area. You'll be doing more single placing and changing out the color in your tray a bit more often. The opposite of confetti is what we call color blocking, and I will get you a better example when we get up towards the top, but a lot of these areas down here seem to be a bit more confetti heavy, which is consistent with my experience with Yuumei's artwork. The nice thing is that it seems to suit Yuumei's artwork well. It works for how she uses colors and whatnot, so I'm not mad. But confetti areas will take a little bit longer usually, and color blocking will go a bit faster. So here in these top areas, we do have some good examples of color blocking in the background. So grab your multi-placer, you'll be able to zip right through those. There's a lot of detail that really I feel like is coming through on this one, even just from the render on the canvas. Like the different numbers, the numerals on the clock are coming through really well, and a lot of the little details like with the cats and with, you know, the paints and other things going on down here. It just seems like they've really captured a lot of these details well. And I mean, that's part of the reason I think it's the size that it is. This is also just such an intriguing piece. Like you look at the different things that are going on, like clocks that have different like functions, like the clock that's up in the top right that is using hands instead, or other just kind of like digits, like this one up here has like gemstones on it. I don't know. I want to go back. Is this zodiac signs over here? I think I need to go back and read what story maybe Yuumei has given behind this, because often she does give like the story and the context behind like what she had in mind when she created the artwork. So I'll have to go see if she's done that with this one. Okay, we're almost 89 centimeters that way. We're listed as 88.9. Okay. We're almost always true to size. I just like to check for posterity. About 65 that way. We're listed as 65. Okay, yeah, we're good. Let's look at diamonds. We got to see what special drills are we working with here. What's going on here? Lots of earth tones, but then there's some blues, pinks, oranges, because we have those splashes of paint and color at the bottom. Let's see. Okay. Here's our color spread. We're looking at square drills again. I say again because I unboxed one of my other Black Friday sneak peeks this afternoon, which was Dragon Room by Geneva Bowers. And square drills in that one, color count in the 90s. That one had a crazy amount of special drills. This one, though, is still not like nothing at all when it comes to special drills. We'll see what those colors will be. But in the meantime, we're just looking at our basic standard fare square drills here. Now, Diamond Art Club squares, in my opinion, are pretty consistent in size and shape. I don't generally have complaints about their square drills. They don't tend to be very trash prone. They're just nice to work with. Here's our first special drill, which is a fairy dust color, Z743. Now, fairy dust diamonds have a pearlescent effect. There's what looks like almost a fine glitter coating on the tops of these diamonds, like someone just took some fine glittery mica powder and brushed it on the tops of these. It's a subtle shimmery effect, but it's definitely my favorite of the special drills that Diamond Art Club carries. So we have a few, was it 6 in this kit? We have several, so we'll look at all those. And once we've gotten through looking at all the colors, we will take a look at the canvas and see exactly where those special drills are going to be found. So, all right. Lots of earth tones to start, different shades of brown, and then some blues and greens too. These are not in DMC order. They're roughly in order of weight or amount of diamonds. Here's our next special drill. It's another fairy dust, Z740. We have a really pretty orange fairy dust color. And yeah, they must just be colors that we only have little amounts of. My guess is that they're probably mainly down towards the bottom in those splashes of color. So it's not like that takes up a huge part of the canvas. So I guess that makes sense that we wouldn't necessarily have gobs of special drills. Here's our first AB, AB 5200. Now, AB stands for Aurora Borealis. These get their name from the Northern Lights and have an iridescent effect on the top that is almost rainbowy sometimes, like these are. These are going to catch some of the colors of the drills around them and draw your eye to the areas it's been charted. So, yeah, these definitely stand out more than fairy dust diamonds do. And then we have another AB here, AB 996, pretty blue AB. That iridescent coating, pops. It just leaps right out at you. And then we have our next fairy dust color, which is Z3766. See that shimmery coating? Side by side here, you can really see the difference. But both have their place, right? There's different parts of the artwork that different special drills are really gonna make sense, I think. I've lost count. I don't know exactly how many special drills we still have left to go, but here's another AB 3819. It's kind of a light green, almost chartreuse color. And then we have two fairy dust back to back, Z959 and Z3706, an aqua and a light pink. And then here's one of those 6000s range colors. You can see that it's not a special drill in the sense that there's not like a special drill coating on the top, but more so it's just that that shade of pinkish purple doesn't exist in the DMC apparently. So Diamond Art Club made it instead. Okay, give me just a quick moment to take a look at where these special drills go, and I will be right back. All right, so buckle up. There's a lot. We're going to see if we can catch most of them. First, we have the light blue fairy dust color, which is next to the blue AB that we had down in this little paint splatter down here in this corner. We have some of the light blue fairy dust in this light blue color in this area, as well as a little bit here in this cup, a little bit in the top of this jar, this blue color in the centers of these two jars, and a little bit over in the light blue colors over in this cup. And I'm just gonna kind of go color by color, so it might be easier. This light blue color, this is the light blue fairy dust, is there. And then on the sleeve here and here on the bottom of this cat's paw. And then we have the light pink fairy dust color, which is in this pink splash. It's also the pink in the center of this bottle right there and there. There's a little bit of it in the glass here. Actually, is that it? I don't see it in the paint palette or in any of these other spots. Oh, it is in this cat's ears. So the cat's ears and the little cat's like nose have some of that pink fairy dust. That's really cute. And then let's talk about the aqua color fairy dust. There's some of it in this aqua color on the side of this jar, this bottle, this aqua color. I can't tell if that's, I think that's a glass. It looks like a wine glass maybe. And these aqua shades in this cup. And the aqua shades on the sides of this big jar right here. And then in the center of the paint palette, this color here, a little splash of it right there. And I think that's it for that color. I did spy more of the light blue fairy dust going up here, up towards like the collar of his shirt. Just FYI. Okay, next up we have the light yellow, or orange. It was an orangish color fairy dust. No, it was more of a yellow shade. Z is 743, light yellowish orange. I think we had a decent amount of that one. That is, there's patches of it. This yellow color here. Little dabs of it here and here. It's the yellow on the side of this cup. It's the yellow you see in this area. The yellow on the sides of these jars, including up here, the mouth of the jar. The yellows over on the sides of this cup and on the table and whatnot over here. This is in the clock itself in the background, this yellow color. Big patch of it right here, some little lines of it there. And then there's some of that yellow fairy dust here. There's also a fair amount of it, like this pattern and the center of this clock is all made up of that yellowish orange fairy dust. Also goes around the edges here. And as these symbols, I think those are zodiac symbols. I would have to go double check. I'm not as familiar. But, and then the yellow on the palette here is that yellowish orange fairy dust. And then there's also a bit right here in this hand of this clock. A little bit of glare. There are a couple of dots here on the side of his hand, kind of coming on the underside of his hand here. And then over here, the cat's eyes are made up of that yellowish orange fairy dust as well. And then the yellow in the cat's paw over here and the side of the cat's mouth, that's the yellowish orange fairy dust. So there's a decent amount of that one. And then we have the more orange shade of fairy dust, which is slightly darker, and that's this orange color on the side of this bottle here, this orange color here, kind of right next to that yellowish orange fairy dust. A little bit of it here. There's a line of it over here. On the back of, I can't tell if it's like is he wearing like a belt or like an apron, or is it just his pants? There's the dark orange color kind of all throughout here, as well as here. This darker orange color in the jars over here, that's again this darker orange fairy dust, the side of this glass, this orange right here, some of the orange lines in this cup. And then I don't really know, yeah, there is some in the paint palette, this orange color there, and on the front of his shirt. I'm trying to see, do they pop it anywhere else? I don't think so. They don't seem to really have any special drills in like the top half of this kit at all. It's like I'm glancing up there, nothing. Oh, this cat that's on this like canvas over here, there's a little line of that orange fairy dust in its ears. Cute. All right, let's move on to ABs. The white AB is going to be pretty easy to spot because there's not a plain white drill in this kit. So that really true white color you see, it really pops. That's the white AB. Whether it's on the glasses, the cups, the jars, like all that white that you see is going to be white AB. The sprinkling of white in the background back here is white AB. And there's none of it in the top half. Oh, the white over here is white AB too. And then we have that light chartreuse kind of color AB. And that color is in the side of the jar. It's that yellowish green shade. The side of the cup here and the bottom of this glass here. This one didn't stand out to me as much. This yellowish green color right here. And they put me in the paint palette, not that I see. So there was not a ton of that one, if I'm remembering correctly, because then I don't see it on his shirt or in his hand or anything. So it's mostly just a little bit of accent down here. Last but not least, we have our blue AB. Okay, so our blue AB is one of these lighter blue colors that you see in the splash here and on the side of this cup. I mentioned over here when we started, it's in this paint splatter. Little bits of it in the blue colors over here. It's not the aqua one, it's more of a blue color. There's sprinkles of it in these blue spots here. And then the blue in the paint palette, there's blue ABs there. There's some blue ABs on his elbow, and then the blue on his shirt. And then these blue marks here, and actually, I can't tell if this is his bangs, like his hair or his hair hanging down. There's blue ABs in there. And a little bit of blue AB like on the side of his hand here. And the bottom of this cat's paw has blue ABs. And I think that's all I'm seeing. Yeah, absolutely no special drills in like the top half of this kit. Like it stops here with the special drills in the hair and in the hand of that clock there, because all the glow is down here. So it makes sense. I love the special drill placement. That's all really, really, really pretty. I cannot get over this artwork. This is one of my absolute favorites of the kits that Diamond Art Club released for Black Friday, of which there were 111. This probably cracks my top 3. It definitely cracks my top 3. What am I talking about? I'm just checking to see in the little gemstones up here. No special drills up there. Anyway, I don't know what it is about this kit. I can't get it out of my head. I've been just enamored with it and thinking about it nonstop since I found out I was getting it for a sneak peek. And I love it so much. And I'm so excited I got to share it with you today. And I need to hear from you your first impressions down in the comments below. Did you snag this one during the Black Friday drop? Did you go ahead and pop it on your wish list? I'm really sorry again, anyone that wanted it and missed out. And I always feel bad when I'm sharing these belated sneak peeks with you when it's like, here's this kit, but also it's out of stock. So I really do feel bad about that. And I'm sorry. I know Diamond Art Club said that they actually way overstocked compared to previous years. So that they were like, we really don't want stuff to sell out in 3 minutes like in past years. It still sold out super fast. I think they said that they had just a record-breaking Black Friday sale. That said, I get that it's still disappointing if you miss out on a kit that you really wanted. So truly the best suggestion that I have for you is to go ahead and sign up for a back in stock notification. I really hope that they restock this one soon and that you're able to get your hands on it. In the meantime, I at least hope that this video was helpful in you're being able to make a decision if it's one you want to try to hunt down in a Destash or to sign up for that back in stock notification on. But I am not sure when I'm going to get to this one. I have some ideas percolating for next year that this may then get a spot next year in the lineup, but we'll just have to wait and see. Either way though, Thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. I'd invite you to subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I have a couple other belated Black Friday sneak peeks that'll be coming your way very soon, if you want to keep an eye out for those. But I also do reviews and unboxings from a variety of different companies here on my channel, along with weekly whip and chats if you want some company while you're crafting on Monday mornings, and other diamond painting related videos. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to let you go. Thanks again for watching. I hope you're doing very, very well and snagged everything you wanted on Black Friday weekend from any companies you were shopping with. And yeah, hope you're doing well. Have a day and a week as wonderful as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.